grow from supermarket potatoes? Well, stick around because that's what we're going to talk about today. If you're keen to grow potatoes, then you're in the right place, so be sure to subscribe. So, what are the pros and cons of growing shop potatoes as against seed potatoes? Probably the first important thing is that you buy seed potatoes from a specialist grower. This makes sure that you are buying a true variety and not just being sold anything, and that the seed potatoes are protected from disease and virus. On the other hand, the potatoes that you buy from a shop are not classified in this way. They don't have to reach these same standards when they're for eating. It doesn't mean that you are going to automatically pass disease and viruses on into the garden when you grow them, but there is that slight risk there. The other point to consider is the actual size of the potato you're going to use. Seed potatoes are usually about this size. They say they're the size of a hen's egg. Pretty big hen's egg, but that's the sort of size that mostly they come in. Whereas a shop potato is quite a bit larger. You can obviously get smaller ones, and if they're loose potatoes, then you can choose the size you buy. If I was going to plant this potato, if this was all I had, I would simply cut it into sections. I'd sort of cut that one across there, so I've got this nice shoot and an eye as well on there. I'd cut a chunk off of that one, and then I'd have a chunk off of that one as well. And then you just put them on something like a piece of cardboard, something that it can dry out on for a few days, and then continue with it the same as you would a seed potato by chitting them, which I have another video about you could have a look at. Seed potatoes are released by the seed companies at the optimum time for growth, whereas shop potatoes can take weeks to sprout because they've been held in cold store in the shop until they're released for sale. This can be sped up though if you put your potatoes in a slightly warmer environment, not too hot though, and you put them with something like bananas or onions, because these release ethylene gas that will speed up the ripening of anything. And as soon as you see the little shoots growing, start chitting them. The other problem with getting shop potatoes to grow is that they are usually sprayed with a growth retardant. What it does is it gets into the tissue of the shoots and prevents them growing. I have heard that one way around that is to really scrub your potatoes to get all of that chemical off of them, and then just wait for them to start chitting. So, can you grow a potato that you get from the store? I would say yes, you can if you have to. But you are always better off buying seed potatoes if you have a choice. Pound for pound, they don't work out much more expensive anyway. And you've got all the safeguards of the disease resistance, the size of them, and the fact that you can buy so many different varieties. If you do have to go down the grocery aisle and buy your potatoes from there, then just make sure that you get a hen's egg size one, and that you give them a good scrub when you get them home to get all of those chemicals off them, and wait for them to start chitting. That's growing the small shoots from the side, so that you're not disappointed, because if you just put them into the ground or into the compost before that happens, they may never grow and they'll just rot in the soil. So just remember that and you'll do fine. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful crop. If you found this information helpful, please give me a like and remember to subscribe, because that's all from me for today. Bye for now.